Gemini, welcome. This is Prison Capians with your reading for April 23rd through the end of the month 2018. Let me just go ahead and shuffle for you guys really quick. These are already pre-shuffled. All of my decks are for each reading. So I was shuffling for Gemini earlier. I felt like you guys have gone looking for somebody. Maybe they've ended up in jail. Maybe you ended up in jail looking for someone. But why would you end up in jail looking for somebody? I don't know. I've kind of got this feeling that Geminis are feeling boxed in. They feel trapped, either by their own minds or they are in jail. They're in a hospital. Feeling boxed in. Definitely boxed in for sure. Wow, you guys, there's like this giant black jacket in my garden right now, and it's I'm really fixated on it. It's huge too. I wish you guys could see it. I wish I could turn the camera so you can see it. Gemini, it is time to leave behind your old lifestyle because it's not serving you anymore. This one. It's not serving you anymore, Gemini. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. Ooh, it might have been upright. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely upright. So, even if you put all your thought into something, for some reason, it never seems well thought out because there's always so many other things that end up falling into place. It almost seems like something's trying to get in your way, or people are getting in your way. Sun, Moon, or Rising Gemini. There's a lot of chatter going on around you. But I definitely feel like you've been looking for something or somebody, and you left to find this person because you feel boxed in, you feel caged in, you feel forgotten, you feel belittled. Maybe the person you're looking for is like a guide to you somehow. The lifestyle and the friends aren't working for you anymore because you're realizing that those friends and that lifestyle, they don't keep their word and they don't have morals or principles. It definitely feels like a community or a group of people. This is a community or group of people that you once called your family. You felt like they were family to you. You want to reach up and keep trying to help them, but I feel like this community keeps getting you in some type of trouble. I don't... Let me just go ahead and lift the first card, right? Talking about quitting lifestyles. How you have to get out of this mentality. You have to go somewhere. You have to get out of a location. You have to get out of a home. You have to get out of a community. You have to get out of a group. Like you have to get out of a... If it's a job, then it's a job that has a lot of events going on, you know, or they're really involved in their community somehow, some way. But whatever it is, it's, you always feel very paranoid, and you always have to like look over your shoulder somehow. Like, I don't know, you feel the devil in the reverse. By the way, my nails are short and they are dirty because I work in the backyard and stuff, but you know, forgive me. Capricorn would understand, and so it's Taurus. You guys are breaking free out of feeling boxed in, contained, feeling limited, feeling limited. you feel like this was a door you were supposed to go through 2 years ago. For some of you, even 4 years ago. But I don't feel like you took those steps because your friends wanted you to be there for them. Your friends didn't want you to be better off without them. Your friends didn't, the community didn't want you to move on, to become successful. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. They didn't want you to move on. They didn't want you to become better than them. They didn't want you to do better for yourself. They didn't want you to do better for other people. They wanted you to, stick around and kind of just be like them. And honestly, this Gemini, this sounds like it could either be like, maybe a group that maybe like, maybe they use hard drugs. And maybe a part of you had gotten sober for a little bit and you came back to it because your friends kept telling you how much they needed you to stick around because you were just so much more boring without them and they wouldn't hang out with you. And I feel like there's a lot of peer pressure involved with the Seven of Wands in the reverse. It's not that you lack motivation. You have motivation, but you just have friends that hold you back, that don't have your best interest at heart. And they're not going to tell you that because they don't know any better. If they knew any better, they wouldn't be in the same situation you're trying to get yourself out of. And if this is for the job or the neighborhood you're living in, I don't feel like there's any crime going on. I feel like, I don't feel like there's crime outside attacking the company or attacking the neighborhood. If anything, it's more like crime going on within the neighborhood. Like neighbors stealing from each other, friends stealing from each other, friends gossiping about each other, friends stealing other friends' boyfriends, you sleeping with other friends as boyfriends, you sleeping with other girlfriends as girlfriends, and everyone's just sharing everybody's body. Or everybody's everything. You might even be part of a reservation where, it's like hippie land. Everyone runs around naked and has sexual relationships with everybody. And you're kind of just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to have an energy reserve. I don't want to constantly keep putting out these energies for everybody to hold on to. I don't want to constantly keep putting out these energies that people are just going to misuse and abuse and aren't going to save anything up for me later. Four of Swords, upright. I think you've lost a friend, Gemini, a fire sign friend, with the Seven of Wands here in the reverse. If none of that situation applied to you, okay, that need to leave a community or whatever, I feel like recently you might have an air sign friend, another Gemini, an Aquarius or Libra, has gotten into your head about Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. And I strongly feel like it's a female. And that got into your head, whether you're a male or female Gemini. I feel like a female air sign got into your head. Could have also been male, but I really think it was a female air sign that got into your head about this fire sign and said, you don't need them. And well, basically, here you are lying to the fire sign, or here you are mocking the very principles and morals you say you stand on or stand for. And here you are with this air sign basically mocking yourself. You're imitating yourself. You're making fun of yourself. You're Knight of Coins. Yeah, you are shooting arrows out where like you want to feel like you belong to something. That's great. That's one thing. But you want to belong to something that helps to build, to grow. for revolution, for success. You don't want to be part of a place where everything's done in secret. No one can tell anybody anything. Everyone's always like, you're always next. Someone's always next. Someone's always next to have their things stolen from them. Their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their wife, their girlfriend, their baby. I don't know. You know, it just sounds like you're hanging out with the wrong crowd, Gemini. And you know, they're just putting a whole bunch of bullshit in your head. You know what? And you're so innocent. You're so naive, Gemini, that you're just gobbling it all up. You're just gobbling it all up. The problem is you want so desperately to belong to a group of people, and that you've stuck around with the wrong group for way too long. So you're either losing old friends that you've had for a very long time, and I'm looking at 15 years maybe. You've lost friends that you've known for about 15 years because of this new group, and you're realizing that now. But I feel like you want to not be alone. So you kind of enjoy being around with this group of people that are really fake because you feel like it helps you adapt really well to other people. But here we go, 6 of Rods in the reverse. But you know, here with the Hierophant, what it's really going to bring you in the end. And this fake popularity that you've been experiencing, Gemini, has actually caused you to become very resentful towards friends that really love you. Friends that are not fake. Friends that are not fake. And now it's like starting to come back to you. But you're starting to want to break away from friends that make you feel like you have to stay up to par with latest fashions and trends and the latest gossip and the latest, you know, who's stealing from who's this and that, and the latest newest clothes, the latest, you know, Hollister clothing, or I don't know. It's just not a group. It's not a group of people that you want to be hanging out with. That's what I feel. Someone definitely got into your head, and now you just don't want nothing to do with it anymore. You want to go back. You want your old friends that were good people, you know, that have good jobs, that go to a good school. You want to, you know, you can adapt to any type of energy. I don't know why you choose the bad energy to adapt to. Because, you know, whatever you adapt to is actually the energy you end up sending out into the world. And it's the kind of energy you end up getting back. So you don't really go anywhere with that type of energy. Gemini, you just end up holding yourself back in the same way that you try to hold back other friends. Whatever you allow into your life, Gemini, is exactly what you're going to give out. And what you give out is exactly what you get back. So don't expect anything different based on what you allow to happen in your own life from other friends or family members. All right, so I got my song box. This is going to be for the end of the week of April, opening up May 2018. I did have my other little container, but I had to use that for my 420. Otherwise, it was going to stink up my room. What you got for me, Gemini? Chihuahua, oh, shivering, let myself in, face. All right, Gemini, we got, Jesse Reyes. Figures. Figures. All right, Gemini, see you guys next week. Peace.